Hey Thomas.
Hi.
How you doing, man?
Really good. We're at Cannabis.
Okay.
And it's always nice to welcome people like Cannabis.info at our stand, man.
Okay, now it's good to be here for us as well. I'm happy that we got a moment to sit down and to see what you guys are up to, but also to share with the people who you guys are in general. I mean, you've been around for a very long time. Maybe you can introduce Serious Seeds a bit and tell us about your business, or I would say philosophy. Or
Sure. We are established in 1994 already, so we are more than 20 years now on the seed market. We're one of the very first Dutch companies out there. And when Simon created the AK-47 in 1994, which is our flagship strain, it immediately won a High Times Cannabis Cup. And to this day, it's one of the strongest strains that are around. And with this, we won so many awards and we did so many crosses that the staple has propelled us into, and Simon into cannabis fame. And yeah, our credo is quality over quantity. We don't have many strains, we only have 15, but each single one of them is unique and is an award winner, and that's what we're very proud of.
your genetics are like one of the ground work of the whole cannabis seed market, I would say. You guys don't work with other people's names, other people's genetics. It's pure Serious Seeds, right? Simon and...
Every single one of our strains has been bred and created by us, some by Magus Genetics, because we fused with the seed bank, Dutch seed bank, but we only work with our original strains, and we definitely don't copycat other names, because we get copycated all the time, and it's the most horrible thing that can happen to you. But on the other hand, it's also a feeling of honor. If people copy you, then you know you made it. I mean, our AK-47, we hardly can produce enough seeds to fulfill our retail demand. For a year we've been sold out and people couldn't get it in shops. And now we are very happy to announce that we had a very successful harvest. So within 2 weeks we're going to deliver a lot of AK-47 feminized to the world. We grew some bud of it. You can see here, that's our staple strain. Have a smell. It's a very sweet phenotype of it, very potent. It has so many crystals. I can show about it here. Yeah, it's white. Make a close-up.
Don't know if you can see this, guys, but that's the real deal, the real AK-47, the original one. AK-47, as you say, originally it comes from you guys. We see it in a lot of other seed banks, but in the end, the real genetics is yours, right?
We created the AK-47. We even have a trademark on that name since the 90s. It's registered in the Benelux. It's now registered worldwide. And still, you cannot go into court because you hardly have a chance because it's always cannabis seeds. And almost all Spanish seed companies started in the beginning out with those strains, crossed our strains, and now created their whole empires around it. And it's okay if you cross the strain and name it as something new, but if you again sell it as AK-47, although it's a back cross or crossed into something else, that's pure fraud. That's how we see it. So if you want to grow the original AK-47, you have to grow the Serious Seeds AK-47, that's for sure.
And for the newbies, AK-47, everybody probably knows the name. If you go to Amsterdam to smoke, tourists, you can't miss it. But what's so special about AK-47? What does it contain? Is it a sativa? Is it indica?
A special thing about it is it's a sativa dominant plant from the sativa growth structure, but it carries one of the strongest indica punches there is. The first puff will make you creative and active in your brain, and the second punch will knock you out on your feet. And that's how it got its name. When it was created in '94, people in coffee shops in Amsterdam would smoke a joint of AK-47 and it would fall off the bar stool. And other people in their seasoned Dutch smokers said, oh my God, it looks like he got hit by an AK-47. And that's how the name started to propel, not out of violence, but of people getting knocked out because it's so potent to smoke. And to this day, I use it as a medicine for my back pain because it's very, very strong. If you let her go instead of 9 weeks, what we recommend 10.5 weeks to get a lot of amber trichomes. She's the perfect pain remedy. I come at home, I have chronic back pain from a hernia, take one single bong hit of AK-47, all my back pain is gone, falls off, I feel totally relaxed, and I can only very strongly recommend to try it. But she's not for the faint-hearted. So if you're a beginning smoker or beginning grower and you like flavors more, then I would recommend the bubblegum. She's one of our other very famous strains. We also entered this year again here in the Cannabis Champions Cup. The bubblegum has this very unique, sugary, sweet smell to it. And smell it, it's like bazooka chewing gum, strawberry sweet taste. And this is something which for me, a daytime smoke, which you can smoke during the day. It's uplifting, high, still keeps you functioning, and has a very unique taste to it. And then the third thing, on the very other end of the spectrum, our new strain is the Series Kush, which is OJ Kush crossed with a White Russian. Those nugs are dense hard. You can press them as much as you want. You cannot even dent it. They grow like a rock. Very strong Kush flavor to it, dense, dank, and has a much better growth structure than the original OJ Kush, because we crossed it into the White Russian, and now it makes huge, big colas. And that's what we wanted to achieve, to have that OJ Kush dankness in there with the White Russian growth structure. And since we combined it, now this is the Series Kush, very nice for Kush lovers.
How old is the Kush strain that you have? I mean, the AK-47 is originally 90s, but...
Exactly, the AK-47 and Bubblegum are both classics from the 90s, more than 20 years old, and the Series Kush is brand new. Our newest development was released last October, so it's 5 months old.
5 months old, but the OJ Kush that you guys have, like this, the Bubblegum has also a kind of a part Kush, or not?
OJ Kush is legendary in the United States, and it's a clone-only plant. So we were gifted a clone from a Colorado dispensary owner who got the original from California. And as I said, it has created a whole new Kush culture, this original strain, and it's very potent, very smelly, lots of crystals. But the downside is every good OJ Kush cut has very little yield, popcorn nuggets. And we wanted to change that to give people a bigger yield. That's why we crossed it into the White Russian.
Okay. You guys work a lot with CBD nowadays as well, yes?
Since the medical movement demands CBD, we work together with the CBD crew from Spain, Shanti Baba, the world-known authority on CBD breeding. We crossed our chronic into his remedy, and we ended up with getting the CBD chronic. It's also here now, new at the fair. The CBD chronic, the special thing is it has what every pharmaceutical company tries to achieve, to get a 1-to-1 ratio of THC to CBD, because that's what patients want. They want no psychoactive effect. And we have created this in the plant. The CBD chronic grows with a 1-to-1 ratio of 4-to-4, 5-to-5, or 6-to-6% CBD to THC. So you don't need to blend any medicine anymore. You can smoke it right away or use it for extraction, and you get the perfect medicine for patients who don't want to get stoned or high from their medicine.
Okay, and the reason you said yourself before that you smoke the weed every day, one bong hit just for your chronic back pain. What makes you decide not to smoke the CBD strains, but to stick with the more...
I smoke since more than 20 years. I've been a recreational smoker long before I was a medical smoker, so I like the side effect of actually getting a pleasant feeling, a high or a stone of my medicine. Instead of when you take cough medicine or flu medicine and you get sick and nauseated of it, here you get happy and euphoric of it. So I personally, I love THC. It has the same medical effects than the CBD has, and it gets me high and stoned. So for me, it's a win-win situation to smoke a high THC strain instead of a CBD strain.
And when it comes to CBD, do you have more belief in smoking of CBD or going for oil? A lot of people prefer oil tinctures and stuff, but...
It's, from the effect, it's the same. The only thing is, if you smoke it, you have an immediate effect, because with going through the lungs, it goes directly into your blood and you feel it right away, the effect. While everything you take orally has to go through your digestive system and takes at least half an hour to take effect. Unless what you have in your mouth over your mucous membranes goes in a little bit quicker. But in general, smoking and edibles or drops have the same effect. But the effect, how quick it takes effect, is quicker with smoking. That's why I personally prefer smoking. Okay, I want to thank you guys that you have been here at our stand. Go check out our strains at seriesseeds.com at our website, and go and check all the Cannabis.info and Cannabis.info. Those guys are cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Thomas.